On a cold November evening in 1971, a quiet, well-dressed man in his mid-40s boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305 in Portland, Oregon. He wore a dark business suit, polished loafers, and sunglasses that hid his eyes. He took seat 18C, ordered a bourbon and soda like any ordinary businessman, and seemed completely relaxed. No one on that flight could have guessed that this calm stranger was about to pull off one of the most audacious and mysterious crimes in aviation history. Just 20 minutes after takeoff, he politely handed a folded note to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. The message inside was chilling in its simplicity: "I have a bomb in my briefcase. This plane is now mine." When she opened the case slightly, she saw 4 sticks of dynamite wired to a battery and a red plunger. With ice-cold confidence and no raised voice, the man demanded $200,000 in unmarked $20 bills and 4 parachutes, 2 main chutes and 2 reserves. He wanted everything delivered in Seattle, and he warned that any trick would end badly for everyone. The airline and the FBI had no choice but to comply. While the plane circled over Seattle, they rushed to gather the ransom money and parachutes. All 36 passengers were released unharmed at the airport. Only the crew remained on board as the Boeing 727 took off again, now heading south toward Mexico at low altitude with the landing gear down, exactly as the hijacker had ordered. Then, somewhere over the stormy, pitch-black forests of southwestern Washington state, at 10,000 feet and flying 200 miles per hour through freezing rain and gale-force winds, the man did something no one thought possible. He calmly lowered the rear air stair, the only jet in the world that allowed it in flight, strapped on one of the parachutes, clipped the heavy canvas bag containing $200,000 to his chest, and stepped out into the howling night sky. The crew felt the plane suddenly become lighter and kept flying all the way to Reno, Nevada. When the FBI stormed aboard, the mysterious passenger had simply vanished. No body, no parachute, no trace of the money. The man had disappeared into thin air. More than 50 years later, the case remains completely unsolved. The FBI officially closed the investigation in 2016, yet no one has ever been able to identify who D.B. Cooper really was. Was he an experienced skydiver who survived the jump and lived the rest of his life in luxury? Did he die that night in the freezing woods? Or is the answer still hidden somewhere deep in those dark Pacific Northwest forests? He remains the only person in United States history who successfully hijacked an airplane and actually got away with the money. To this day, his real name, his fate, and the location of the missing cash are still the greatest unsolved mystery in the entire history of aviation. So tell me in the comments right now, do you think D.B. Cooper beat the system and walked away rich, or did Mother Nature finally catch him? Drop your best theory below.